So good morning, everybody. I'm super excited to be doing this pop-up event today. We're going to be doing these throughout the year as things pop up in the company or things that I know are happening in impact that could make a difference in your agent attraction and also your sales business. So be on the lookout for these. These are going to be impromptu, short notice. Like I just want to get the information and we're going to record them so then they'll be able to be watched in Impact Worldwide. Because Kathy Burns is like, Shelley, we need these recorded. I'm like, yes, we do. You're right. So we're going to do a really good job of getting them recorded and get them out quickly from our editor. So that will be happening, but invite people to these that in your organizations, because as you have other people learning what you're learning, then they're able to also do attraction or also sell more houses or whatever it is their goals are. So this particular one is about agent attraction. And if you have been thinking about doing agent attraction or you're in the midst of doing it and you love it and you've been successful at it, or it's your first like, okay, I think I want to try that this year. This is your year to do it. And let me tell you why. So when Craig and I joined EXP in 2017, it was like kind of crazy. Everyone was excited about EXP, but the company was just getting its wheels and its footing under it. And it was really developing itself. And there was a lot of we had to zig and zag a lot to make it all work. And it worked great because we had great leadership, as we always have had in the company. And then because of that, because everyone pulled together and believed in it so much for the opportunity for agents, that's what really made it work, because it was too huge for us as an industry to not have it work. And what I'm seeing right now is with the market shift we have been experiencing the past few years, agents are realizing, hey, we really do need another source of income. We need more than transactions. And that's really important, because not only one day do we want to have a better life for ourselves, or one day we might like to retire, putting kids through college. Just life is expensive, period. I mean, let's just face it, it's expensive. So having that other, with the roller coaster of income with transactions that comes when we can't control the industry. But what happens is with attraction, and when you bring that rev share into your life, it evens out your plan. So if something happens even in your personal life, like my mom was sick, thank goodness for revenue share. And it's also given Kevin and I the freedom to do the things we want to do in life. And we love real estate, and we love helping realtors build their transaction business, but two, this other piece component that was never offered to us before, and now it is. So what we're doing this year is we have got a really good, solid foundation for you to really work off of for attraction. I've put together a slide deck to show you what's available. One of the things that we're going to be working on is scripting, because everyone wants a script because it just makes them feel more comfortable and you make it your own. And we've done that in the past, but we're going to do it again this year. So we'll have some scripting training. We have also, we're going to be working on some calling, maybe we'll do some callings here and there. I'll just set up a calling session where we all make some calls live and help each other. We've done that in the past, and that's been helpful to agents. And then also, I want you all to really remember, before I go into the slide, I prepared a slide deck to go through with you. Remember that the three-way call is the critical component to success with agent attraction. When you are the only person they're talking to, it makes them feel like you're their only resource. And they're like, well, how could Shelley possibly have time to help me when I need it? They think they have to go to you for everything. So they want to know that they're part of a community. So that's what Impact is your community to be able to attract to. There's great leaders and people that are great at attraction. Craig, myself, so many leaders, Kathy Burns, Bill Price, Skip Talley. So many of you are great leaders. Chris Fritch, go to those leaders and they will help you with three-way calls, because sometimes a powerful three-way call is someone who gets no financial benefit from it whatsoever. I have done so many of those, and those are my most favorite, because they know that I'm completely being authentic, that this is not benefiting me other than I'm grateful you're going to be part of our company and we're going to get to learn and grow together, but I don't get a financial compensation for it. And that's always a fun call for me. I love those. So it changes the whole dynamic. Wow, she really does care. She jumped on this call with me. She doesn't even know who I am. That's really cool when you do that with people. So be thinking about those three-way calls, because that is the ticket to success and growing these organizations or your organization. I'm going to share my screen with you. Deb was kind enough to help me put this deck together. It's beautiful. She did such a great job. Okay. Here we go. So here's our Impact logo where it's super professional. You're part of this group that is your family, your collaboration, your community of people who want to help you grow this organization. So we work on attraction and we also work on sales volume and helping agents get more listings, get more sales, whatever you need, we are here for it. I'm going to go through a couple slides here. They're going to kind of make you think a little bit. So it's if clients aren't buying, it's not because they don't want to. That's why they're not buying. So whether it's a client, whether it's like they're not sure how they're going to get their house ready for the market, or it's an agent, they're not sure how they're going to make that jump from XYZ company to EXP, just they have their bridge across because they didn't want to. It wasn't that. It was because they just didn't have enough information over here. A lot of times we stagnate, and this goes for clients and agents. I have signs I have to rechange. I mean, the smallest things can get in the way of somebody not making a move, and you got to help uncover that, and doing that with questions is powerful. So by us just like going at agents and going, like, here's everything about EXP, isn't it wonderful? We have to slow ourselves down and ask good questions and keep uncovering what they want. Because what we want for them is to be with us because we think it's the best thing for them and for their business and the best opportunity and the best place to be, right? But the real thing is for them, they need to understand they have things that are going on in their family and their life. They're hanging them up on making a decision, whether it's buying or selling or listing a house or making a move to a new real estate company. And I'm correlating the two because we are in sales and that's what we do. And it's kind of the same thing. Agent attraction really isn't that different than selling and buying homes. It's really helping someone get from point A to point B. And it's usually only one of these three things. Confusion. They don't fully understand what they're getting. Like, what is it exactly that I'm getting provided here? Maybe the revenue share is something they don't believe is possible for them, but really it's important to them. Like we talked to an agent the other day, they wanted 200,000 in GCI, or they want to sell 400 homes, or they want to sell 100 homes. And then we have to figure out how to show them how that's possible with the tools and resources we have available through the company, through Impact, and through us together. They have doubt. They're not sure will work for them. They're like, well, maybe, you know, I'm online. I'm looking at some crazy, you know, people go crazy on Instagram or on Facebook and they start commenting on stuff they don't even know anything about, or they're misinformed, or it didn't work for them because their real estate business, they didn't put the energy in. So they got to blame somebody. So, or they could be thinking, well, you know, that's great for Kathy. She's amazing. She's just a driven, amazing woman, but it's not necessarily going to work for me. So we have to help them, show them how it could work for them. And then pressure. They feel like they're being pushed instead of guided. So if you guys have read the book, The Story Brand, it's a book that was in our book club in February in Impact. I'm going to go over that here in a second. But the story brand is you're the guide. You're not the hero. So the hero you make the person the hero and you guide them, and you become the person who helps guide them through so they feel comfortable. And that's what we do when we lead our clients. We guide them through the process. They're scared. They're like, oh my gosh, my kids are going to a new school. I'm going to have, I have my mom, I'm leaving where my mom lives. My mom needs to go in a nursing home, and my husband's job. They haven't given us a 100. There's so many things that go into a transaction, and actually an agent moving their business is so much easier. That's the good news. It's so much easier to move them from doop, doop, and it's like in a day. It happens like so quick. We have such efficiencies in EXP, but they need to understand that and feel guided through the process. And also taking them on the journey of doing the 3-way calls and getting them to the right people, because we have a ton of resources and people that can help with that. And selling is not about convincing. It's about removing these hesitations. So it's not about convincing them, oh, it's the best place on earth. You need to do this because, and it will help serve you because, like, that's convincing. Hesitations is like, okay, let me understand where you're coming from and let me remove those points that are kind of bothering you and show you what we have in place to guide you through that process. So is this helpful? Like what I'm kind of overviewing here, is this helpful to everybody? I can't see you all, but I'm hoping it is, because it helped me frame it in a way that would help me be able to even be better at helping you help agents. The moment they feel clear and confident and in control, guess what happens? They'll move forward. You only need to maintain the relationship and provide value to them. So you don't have to, they're going to move forward with their plan once they feel comfortable. But your goal is to maintain the relationship and create value. So what I'm getting ready to jump into now is creating value for you, for them. So I'm going to share with you now. So every week, this is for you right now, mostly. Craig and I are going to be doing bi-weekly EXP Explains. They're on Wednesdays at 11:30, and you can invite agents to that. So when agents like raises their hand and says, I'm interested. Hey, why don't you come watch this EXP Explained? My business partners, Craig and Shelley, do this. Craig does one week, I do the other week. And we have a whole calendar of this. So it's easy for you to know who's doing what, because some people will align more with Craig and some people will align better with me. We're just different people. We have different styles. We have different energy levels and different ways that we like to explain things. And that's okay, because and maybe you want to introduce them to both of us. Maybe sometimes it's like better to introduce them to Craig or introduce them to me first, or the two of us together. We can do a Zoom together. Whatever you want, we'll make it happen when we do the 3 ways. One of the things, if you're serious about agent attraction, I would highly encourage you to do is attend Brent Gove's 1% Club. It's on Tuesdays at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. A lot of you already attend this, but this is where you get your momentum and energy to keep moving forward. Because I will share something with you. I did the Tony Robbins event last week, and one of his biggest things is energy. Energy is what moves people to take action, including ourselves. And when we're going to do something that we find to be a heavy lift or something that's a little bit more challenging, or maybe it's not working out immediately, because it does take time to do agent attraction. It's kind of a role. You talk to the person, you're building a relationship, and what keeps you going is getting in the room with other people that are, one, doing the same thing you're doing, and two, have the energy to keep you going, to show you the success patterns and show you what's working for them and how to make it happen. So I would highly encourage you. It's like 30 minutes. It's fast. It's furious. It's energetic. He gives you real tools. He gives you things to invite people to, because it's easy to invite people to things. It's harder to convince them to talk about EXP possibly, but I don't have a problem asking them if they're interested at that either. Then we have the Sales Mastery, which follows right behind the 1% Club at 5:00. And it's a great sales mastery where he brings in agents who have sold hundreds and hundreds, thousands of homes. So they'll teach you how to do that if that's something you want to do. So it's kind of cool, because you're getting your 1% Club for agent attraction. You just stay on the Zoom, and in a couple minutes, you're going to be in Sales Mastery. So you're kind of getting a double dose of great content and great information. This was something we did in January. You may have seen me post about this. This was a client events with Shelley, and I'll do it again for you all, because I really believe referrals and networking is a huge opportunity for agents to be able to build their business. So whether it's a virtual event for a client or for agents, I'll do one for both. So we'll set that up again for you all, because I don't know how many people attended this, but it was really good. I thought it was really good, and it gives you soup to nuts exactly what it is you need to be able to run an effective event, whether it's for 5 people or 100 people or 20 people or 60 or whatever it is. But I will encourage you to do events. And events I'm talking about for attraction too. Attraction events are powerful. But the other thing about the client event, this one I did in January, was this is something you could actually invite agents to come and attend with you. So like, this is not an EXP event. This is about them being able to invite their clients and having a full plan on how to actually host a really good event for their clients. Everything is in one place, a great resource. It's got checklists and everything that I do when I'm thinking about hosting an event. And that's one of the things I'm really good at. So at least I think I am. So my point is one, it helps. It's again, two-sided. It helps with your client sales part, but also you can invite agents to this and they can learn how they can actually put on a great client event. So that was January, and that's passed, but I wanted to explain it to you what the thought process was behind it. I'm going to give you a quick story. We had a small group here in Puerto Rico, masterminding. It was like maybe 8 of us or 9 of us. And one of the guys, he's actually watching this call. He was like, I was talking to them about attraction. I was getting a little bit of the deer in the headlights look of like, what do I do? Like from the group. I mean, it's a little overwhelming when you first start thinking about it, but it's really not. I'm going to tell you, it's not. I said, hey, who did you do a last transaction with? He's like, this guy named Herman. I'm like, cool. Get Herman on the phone, or give me Herman's phone number. I didn't even ask him to get him on the phone. I said, give me Herman's phone number. I like plugged in Herman's phone number. got on the phone with him. I'm like, Herman, this is Shelley Johnson. Dalton Ogg was talking about you and how absolutely incredible you were to work with. And he had a great experience with you. And I have a team in the Charlotte market. I'm a realtor as well. And I wanted to invite you to a virtual event that I'm doing that I think would help impact your business. We're doing it on this date. It's going to be about client events. I'm like, do you do client events? I'm asking him questions the whole time. It's not just me talking at him, but I'm just kind of giving you a quick overview. I'm like, do you do client events? He's like, yeah, I like doing client events. I'm like, cool. I'm like, this is a like checklist on exactly what to do. I have graphics in there you can use, everything you can need from texting to your email reminders to everything you need to do for these events. And it's like the easy button. I call this the easy button for realtors. So I'm going to be doing tons of these this year to help make life easier for you guys, to be able to, one, do these for yourself, and then two, invite agents to it, because all of a sudden you're giving value and all you're doing is inviting agents. So what if you called 20 to 30 agents and invited them to an event? So our next event is going to be building your brand. And it's this graphic down here in the middle here. So we have graphics for it you can share. It's building your brand. I'm using the Mel Robbins let them theory. And the reason behind that is because a lot of times, how often do we not do marketing or do something, go live on social media like I just did for the group? I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go live. I get nervous too. Like we're all human beings. Like it's nerve wracking sometimes to do these things. But if you just do them, and I was like, I texted the girls afterwards. I'm like, oh my gosh, Facebook is so much better. Going live is so much easier. I can actually like, it didn't get all like, sometimes it gets all wonky on you. I don't know if you've gone live on Facebook before, but I stopped doing it because it got crazy. But now it's easy. You just take your text, pop it in there, and it doesn't even go live immediately. It gives you a minute to like get everything done so it looks really good, because you're inspired in the moment to go live, and then you got to write a prompt, and then you've got to or write your, what does I call it, a caption. You got to write all that out, and then you have to like tag all your friends you want to see it, and that's a lot of work. So I'd rather go live and then do that, because then I'm like, okay, I did my live, and you can do that now. It's really cool. So if you didn't know that, that's a pro tip. I just learned it today myself. So these building your brand, this event that we're doing, let's get back to that. You can invite agents to this. So everybody is curious about building their brand. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking it down for them. Your brand is you. It's not a book color. It's not a font. It's who you are. And like, I'm going to use Dalton again because I was just had a lot of time with him. He's a runner. I'm like, you should have your newsletter be Run with Dalton. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, he's a runner. Like, so that's his brand. He's doing 100-mile marathon after Cabo. So, how cool is that? So I'm like, that's his brand. He needs to lean into that because he posted on social media already. It's part of who he is. I love horses. So I'm like, that's part of my brand. I'm a horse girl, so I love the ranch. I love the West. I'm going to share that with everybody, but I'm also going to incorporate it into my business. And I'm going to stop worrying about what people think, because the right people are going to align with you. It does not matter. And I'll tell you another thing that happened. I was going to do the book club, and then all of a sudden I saw another really amazing realtor say, oh, I'm going to do a book, not a book club, but like, I'm going to go over this Let Them book. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was going to do that. And this is like, I had all my stuff ready to go. And she posted it the day before. And I'm like, I was getting ready to post it that day or the next day. I'm like, normally that might have stopped me. And I'm like, forget it. Let's keep going. Because the reality of it is we're all different. We're all hitting different people. And some people may like me, and some people may love Karen or love Skip, or, they're going to they're going to enjoy you for who you are and appreciate what you bring to them. And everybody on this call has what it takes to do this. So my point is invite people to these virtual events and watch what happens with your business. I mean, all of a sudden they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Kathy invited me to this and it was valuable. And then it opens up an opportunity to be like, hey, what'd you think of Shelley? Or what'd you think of Craig? What'd you think of so-and-so? Because this is not just me doing these. I want you all doing these, and I will help you do these virtual events too, because we can invite people from impact, because all of you have great value. You're all leaders. So you just tell me what you want to do and we're going to make it happen. I'm excited about that. Like, it's about empowering everybody to be able to do what they're great at. And so that's one of the events. But you're going to see on here, we have the pop-ups, we have the book club, and then we have this agent attraction baller series. And what the baller series is It's going to be a list of people. We're doing it for six in a row, and then we'll do it again. Like we'll keep going. But we wanted to at least get 6 going. So we have myself on the 12th, and I'm going to go into agent attraction in a deep dive. Okay. I'm going to help you guys really know how to do this and how to leverage everything we have. And then on February 26th, Gene Frederick is going to be on. If you've never heard him, you have got to meet Gene. Gene, for those of you that don't know who Gene is, or like, who's this guy? He is the guy who owns 6 franchises in a region at KW and left it all on KDXP because he believed the opportunity for himself and agents was bigger and better here, and he was right. And he knows how to help you do this, and he can really make it easy for you. There's some really great ways to do this where it doesn't feel tacky or like you're salesy or you feel like this is all it is asking to introduce people. That's really what agent attraction is. And then we're having Jay and Ashley Nelson. If you don't know Jay and Ashley, like, talk about a ball of energy. Jay is entrepreneurial. Ashley is amazing. They both run a great, incredible real estate team in the Nashville, Tennessee area. They'll be on stage at the Build event in Charlotte that's coming up in September again. Just really great friends, and they want to pour in and help you be able to understand attraction better too, which I love. And Eric Orland, he's going to speak for us on March 19th. And we've got Brent Gove and then Veronica Figueroa, who just brought over the #1 agent at Real, who left her 3,200 agent organization at Real to come to EXP because she sees that the opportunity is so much bigger here. And she loves the leadership. She loves the collaboration. She loves what we're doing. And I'm super excited about her being a part of our company because I believe she's the owner of Sisu, which we use on our team. But beyond that, I mean, it's a testament to the fact that she left everything behind because she believed in us so much as a company. And that's really incredible to me. So I'm excited about what we have going on as a company. And then, so every month I have this slide deck. It's going to be a PDF. We'll drop it in the comments so that you can use this when you're talking to prospects as well and doing agent attraction. Like, look at all the things we have going on in our organization every single month that helps agents. So you can share this with them because they want to know that they have a community supporting and helping them. And this is a really good visual. So we have the Charlotte Checkers event it's coming up. That's going to have details on that. It's on March 30th. And then we have the Cabo. For those of you that have not signed up for Cabo, or are like, I'd like to go, but I can't because I got a wedding. And Brent always teases about this. He's like, tell them to get married in Cabo because it's that important. Cabo is the event for agent attraction. It is immersion. You will hear stories. You will hear tools and resources to use. It is immersion in agent attraction. And also we do a ton. It's going to be 40% agent attraction, 60% sales. So and some of it's about your health. Like Gary Brecka, he's a health guy. Like, I follow him, Craig follows him, Kathy follows him. A lot of us have been to some of his things because of Brent. And Brent is so passionate about it. Yes, the other day he's like, Shelley, you got to go to Florida and you got to go do this thing because I was feeling a little tired. He's like, what would you do? He's like, you buy this, but you won't buy this for your health. And I'm like, you're right. I need to go do this, right? I need to go do these things. So our company and our group is so much more than just attraction. Like, that's what I think people are afraid of. They're afraid they're going to say, oh, they're going to talk about rev share. No, we're talking about our health. We're talking about our futures. We're talking about our families. We're talking about our kids. We have kids come to Cabo and they sit in the audience and they're on fire. I'm watching 2 young guys right now build businesses. Like, I'm helping them. It's fun. We're building businesses together with kids. I love that. So bring the kids, let them come be a part of it because they will become what they're surrounded around. And school's great. Like, they learn what they need to learn in school, but entrepreneurialism, get them around people like that. Powerful. That's incredible. So you see our book club down here, which is kind of fun. We got all these different books we're reading. So what happens with this is the book, like right now, February, if you want to be in this, drop a comment and we will get you what you need. We'll send it to everybody in this group call. But what it is a book a month. And we send out a Google Doc with some thoughts to help you kind of, as you're reading the book, to be putting down notes to kind of reflect it back on your business, your life, and your family, and your goals. So those are the 4 things we're focused on with each book. Your family, life, and your goals and your business and like your future. So those are the things we're focused on with this book club. So that way you're taking these applicable, real tangible things and putting them into your business. And again, a great opportunity to invite an agent to be a part of the book club, because it's not an EXP event. This is basically a virtual event where we actually sit down I'm gonna have all of you on the screen, and we're going to share what our takeaways were from each book. And we're going to be collaborating together and sharing. And all I'm going to do is help lead it. And that way everyone has a chance to talk and share what their thoughts are and how it impacted them and we'll do it for an hour. It's going to be great. So that's the next one of the things you can invite agents to be a part of. It's easy to do that. You can send them the book. I mean, who wouldn't love getting a book in the mail if it's a hardback book? Or you could probably, I think you can send audibles too, as a gift. So yeah, Kathy says, yeah, you can. So that's a great little gift, a great little touch, to give an agent. You're like, hey, I was thinking about you. I'm part of this book club. Would you be interested? I'm going to buy the book for you. You just never know. All right, let's see. We got to go to the next slide. Okay, so these are all the events coming up. We've got the Girls with Grit Live, which is in, I know you boys want to be there, but it's in Savannah, Georgia. It's amazing. These girls do a great job. That's happening. They do a great job with everything they do for building your business. We have all the EXP cons coming up, which is like Montreal. We have one in Barcelona, and we have the one in Miami. I know that Kathy's been to the one in Portugal, which was amazing. And so if you want to go overseas, it's a great business write-off to go over there and grow your organization, because Kathy's growing in Portugal and all over the world. She's got big goals. But here's more what's going on. So basically, and then we have the ranch event that's happening in Yellowstone in June that we put on. Kathy's been there. A lot of the people on this call have been there. Michelle Weaver's coming second year in a row. Joe and Shannon, Jody and his wife Shannon are coming like second year in a row. Like, people loved it because they get so much out of it. It's life-changing. It's a powerful, powerful place to go and visit and see. And then also we're masterminding together on our business, which is a lot of fun. So that's that. And then we just got a lot of things going on in the pipe. So some of this is like repetitive because we do it every month. We've got our big build event in Charlotte. We're going to have that website up here probably before Cabo. It'll be up and ready to go. So you can be sharing that and inviting people to the event in Charlotte and getting involved in that. Just let us know. And then we have the Charlotte's Knights game coming up in Charlotte. I know a lot of you live out of state and you have your own things going on. We could probably do a state by state calendar like this for you as well, so you kind of know what's going on in each state. But it's hard to do that because you have to tell us, and if we don't know about it, we don't know to put it on there. So it's kind of challenging. We tried it before, but we'd love to help you do that. So that's basically what we have going on this year. If you need me, I put my phone number on here for you, and I should have put Craig's on here too. My phone number, my Instagram handle, like follow me there. I post a lot of the reels on social media because I'm also like just trying to build credibility for you all. When you bring me on, they're like, oh, Shelley does this. Like, if they see me out there doing this, and it's like, oh, I know her. It builds some credibility. So I'm putting it on social media. But if you take the reel and say, hey, I wanted to invite you to this, just write a quick verb or blurb up, and I will work on trying to get blurbs for you to send out, if you will. That's a crazy word. I'll do some text write up for you to put with it, if that would be helpful. Oh, the social media slides again. Yes, we will do that. I'll actually put the whole PDF in here, Holly, and we will get out a Google Drive with everything and all the assets in there, and then you can share them at your leisure, and I will get the write-ups. All right, guys, thanks. Have a wonderful day. If you need anything, you know where to find all of us. We're here to help. Bye for now.